Hey folks, I wanted to show you how you could use some conditional format rules and an if statement to have your data rows get highlighted whether or not there's a pass fail. So here's how this is going to work. The first thing I'm going to do is put an if statement in this cell M2. It's going to be equals if this L2 is greater than 70, then my true statement will be pass. And the false statement would be fail. And go ahead and close that out. And that gives me a pass in this particular cell. Now, I could double click and copy that down. That formula would copy down. But rather than do that, I'm going to take this formula and I'm going to wrap it in an array formula. And if I'm going to do that, I have to have an array. I have to have more than just L2. So I'm going to go L. I could just try this, go colon L. And let's see what happens. Now, L2 to L, if I just hit enter, nothing happens. I just get past there. But if I put my cursor back in the formula bar and do on a Mac a Command Shift Enter, it wraps it in an array formula. And if I do that, now I can see that automatically with one formula, I am getting my pass fails with a simple one formula stroke. I really don't want these fails, so there's a couple ways I could do that. If I was thinking I was going to add more students, one way, if I wasn't going to add more students, I could just simply end this at row 31, and then those extra passes and fails goes away. However, if I wanted to leave it open-ended and go ahead and hit that, then I get all those fails. So the next step would be to put in another statement that would say if the length of M to M is greater than 0. So let's see how we might do that. So right now, if we add another if statement, in fact, in front of this, if, what we're going to do, if len L2 colon L, so if that's true, if L2L is greater than 1, or greater than 0, then we're going to do this if statement. That would be the true statement, and then this would be the false statement. We won't do anything. And we should be able to hit enter. Hey, there we go. So now this formula, one single formula, gives me my pass fail. So the next step here would be to highlight the rows that are pass, the rows that are pass, and the rows that are fail. So let's first of all select our range. We want to highlight this range, and we're going to add a rule. In this range, A2 to M31, we're going to add a custom formula rule that says equals M, we need a dollar sign there, M2 colon $M is equal to, in quotes, pass. And you can see that highlights the rows that are pass. We can take that same range, same formula, add another rule. It's going to make a copy of that. We can select this and be, that would be our fails, FAIL, and say done. So with two rules, I now highlight pass fail. First of all, I get the word pass in there based on the average. Now let's add another row here. Let's say we have student 31, and let's just give him a 45. Let's copy down our average formula, and notice we have all of the data I guess there has to be data. Let's just run these 45s all the way across, and that would we get the reason we don't have that. We'd have to go ahead and add this extra row in here to get that to highlight. So when we apply this range, we would have had to do would have to change this to A2 colon M. And then we would have to say done to that, and this one we would have to change this to A2 colon M. Say done to that. And now you can see somehow we've lost our A2 colon M. Done. So this has to be A2 to M. Done. A2 to M1000, and it just includes the whole row there now. So now if I were to add more students, let's add student 40 and give some scores, 72. Let's just run that across to see if we do that and then drag our formula down. Yes, we get a pass.